Yo, 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 what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Double B Bad Blood, the franchise player, here live once again with another exclusive on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've been doing it live here every week, and we appreciate you guys tuning in on Spotify, on Google, on Amazon, on Pandora, on iHeartRadio, Apple, man, all of these really and truly great places that we're being seen. And we totally love the fact that you guys are subscribing. So thank you very much for liking, clicking, and subscribing every week. Now today, normally I'd have Adam Woods here. He's our combat sports specialist, but tonight Adam is not here. So I decided to pull up the chair and do the do myself. Today I got one dude, man. He is a badass motherfucker, and he is one of those guys that you would not want to meet in the dark alley. Former Bellator fighter and UFC fighter in the welterweight division, man. We're talking about someone that can like lay it down, and when you get you in that scope, it's all said and done, ladies and gentlemen. Let's introduce to the round table Ricky the Sniper Rainey. Ricky, what's up, my brother? How you doing today?
What's up, man? I'm doing good. Feeling lively. Spring's coming.
Oh, man, it's about time. All this rain and all this snow, man. It's too much.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad since it was COVID season, so nobody could go out. And it was
True
cold.
statement. True statement. So, man, let's talk about you, man. Let's talk about what you got going on right now. It's been a while since I've seen something from you, man. I mean, last time I saw you, you was doing that the UFC, the Ultimate Fighter finale back in November of I think it was like what 2018, 2019?
Yeah, 2018. It went fast, man. It went fast.
Time has gone quick.
Yeah. Well, after that,
so what are you doing now?
So, did some fighting in Thailand, and then I fought 2 kickboxing matches. And yeah, not this year, not so much I fought during COVID, 1 kickboxing match. And actually I fought January last year and like April or May kickboxing. But now I'm just chilling, working, not working, but building my business and teaching striking.
I got you. And you are a proficient sniper, man. Like you when you do the do, man, you do it. You put people out. I like that. And it's been a long time coming, man, to have you on this podcast. I had Lady Top on here a couple of days ago, and she kind of talked you up a little bit. So I was like, I got to get him in here. Got to get him on the podcast.
Oh yeah, she good people, man. We went her to Japan to fight. And she been over here fighting, and she gonna get that belt.
And that's coming up this week, isn't it? I think that's coming up Friday, right?
Oh, not for the belt Friday, but she getting this fight, and then the next one will probably be for the belt, a rematch. I'm thinking.
Oh yeah. Man, I think I'm about to get her on the podcast again when she's got that goal, because we got more goals than pawn shop on here.
Big now.
Oh no! See, that's the thing. Once we get you on the podcast, you family. There's always a seat here for you. So even if you over here, the welterweight champion of the UFC, welterweight champion Bellator, we still got room for you.
Oh, I appreciate that. I feel at home already.
Yeah. See, we got support. We got support here on the Roundtable Podcast, man. So you say you're teaching striking. Do you have a school? Do you have a gym that you're training out of, or you? Like where can they find you?
Oh, well, I'm right here in Gastonia, born and raised, Gastonia, North Carolina. But I train people out of Luray Athletic Club, and most of us I teach my students, and then I have a day for them to get some sparring in, see if they can use what I taught them.
Nice. I'm totally with that, man. I'm totally with that. Is there anyone you want to hype up? Anyone you want to talk about right now? Some of your training?
Oh, anybody want to talk about? You talking about who I'm training wise?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, a lot of people have Tapa. She got that fight coming up. And Killer B, she's over at Modern Warrior, but she won the bare knuckle fight. So congrats to her. She out there. That was bloody. It was.
Oh man.
But yeah. And I'm just building, I love martial arts my whole life, man. So it's just I already knew I was gonna be teaching it. So I just beat people up to prove that I could do it.
So what style of martial arts are you proficient in?
I started with Taekwondo when I was like 11. And then I just did that for a little bit. And just trained on my own. Because, back then it was Bruce Lee movies, Bruce Leroy. So, I was just in the backyard kicking trees and punching doors. So I trained that and stayed in other sports, football and stuff. And then when I started fighting in like 2009, I got into boxing. And I just put the kicks with it from that, and just started get my own style. I went around to a lot of places and trained, and usually I basically took people moves that worked on me. I started using
made them better.
Yeah. So it's just an accumulation of hard lessons learned and training.
I mean, man, that's that's how you learn in this business. I mean, any type of combat sports, you learn, you adapt, you make it your own.
Yeah, if you don't learn, you in there for a rough.
If you don't learn, you're gonna be 0-13 by the you ain't gonna win any fights. That's what's going on.
Yeah, so heart, just for heart.
So where did you adopt the name the Sniper from? Like, I mean, that's a cool little gimmick name for a professional wrestler. So I mean,
well, luckily, my manager gave it to me, cornbread. I don't know if you know Michael Allen, but yeah, he gave me that because I guess I got like a 79-inch reach, and so yeah, I would punch. I would try to use all my range to hit people. So I guess I had a few knockouts, and he just gave me that name. And I always thought snipers were cool. I'm like, oh, they cool. And then, because they don't have to be near the action and get shot. But then I saw some movies, they got hit by tanks and stuff. So it was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm good on that. So I take the fight now.
Wasn't too good getting hit by tanks, but
Yeah. I'm not made for war like bullets, but fighting, I can do that hand-to-hand stuff.
Hey, I mean, at least your wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying? You know it works for you.
Yeah, that's why I do not take it in the streets.
Man,
I ain't want no smoke.
You've been called the artist of the octagon. Explain that to me.
Oh, artist of the octagon? I mean, I used to always say, like, I don't know. I feel like MMA or combative sports is like I used to call it like a violent chess match, because it's like a lot of thinking going into it. It ain't just like you going in there swinging. Like, you got to see what happens. Start throwing feint, see what the opponent does, and it's a very physical, but it takes some thinking and muscle memory to make happen. So you got to be an artist.
When you're training for like a pro fight, when you're training for like a when you're training for a fight, what are the three things you think about in order to get the edge over your opponent?
Well, really, my most thing, I didn't care how I won. I just wanted to win. Like, that's the most important thing, was just to get the wins most of the time. But I mean, to get the edge, usually I cut like 24 pounds, so I'm already angry. Yeah. So I'm already.
I can see that.
And a lot of times, it's the fire. Like, you got something to prove. You got to take something from that person to, make your way up. So everybody got different mentalities towards fighting, but mainly mine was like just winning and training, doing the best I could during training camp to get ready for fights and win.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Before I'm gonna go to a real quick commercial break real quick, and then when we get back, I got a real important question I want to ask you. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a sick ass answer. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, have been taking all the fun out!
to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Great futures do start at the Boys and Girls Club, and we are back live here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. It's your boy, the sniper, right there, Ricky Rainey. And look, man, here's the question I gotta ask: UFC versus Bellator. Which was the better? Which was the better promotion? Which was the better payout? Which was the better opportunity? Which was the better boss, so to speak?
Let's see. I guess depending on. So I got to jump right to the main card because somebody got injured in the UFC. So if you're in the main card, you make a good amount of money. But the thing that hurts, I feel that hurts the fighters in UFC is the Reebok deal. So you can't really get your own sponsors, and like some people can rack up sponsors. You know, I wasn't really big on racking up sponsors, but I know people that would get like lots of sponsors, and now that they couldn't get that, you know, you just get a certain amount that Reebok gives you. So on the money side, at least from the position that I was in, they gave more money, but let's see. I think the better boss easily is Croker. Yeah, I like yeah. I feel like, I mean, I'm sure Dana's fine, but it's all about the money. It ain't really about the fighters. I understand it's about the money, but you know, at some point, I feel like Bellator cared more about the fighters in, you know, in that aspect.
You're the third person that I've spoke with, and I've asked that question that pretty much said the same thing. Dana White is the Vince McMahon of MMA. He wants it to be a show, a spectacle, not about the sport anymore.
Yeah, and you know, when I came up watching UFC, I liked the martial artists of it, like, and I felt that pressure, like, am I supposed to have an identity when I come in here? Like, am I supposed to, I'm trying to win. I'm not trying to talk shit, and that's just not me, you know. I'm a country sort of boy. I just come in and fight, you know, good job, whatever, go home, you know. So I feel like some people are feeling the pressure of the identity thing, that they have to make this identity so they can get shots and stuff. So, you know, it's different. And like, as I had my fight and I lost, they had like psychiatrists like trying to get in touch with me. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, you know, I'm sort of put it, you know, I can understand why it's a lot of pressure, because you have billions of people like texting you, and a lot of them are very angry for some reason. MMA fans are the worst.
Why are they so angry though?
They're angry, man. Have you ever looked up somebody's internet and just see what people just start writing? Well, I guess the internet does that with everybody, but it's like, I just feel like I thought about this, and I feel like the reason that people are able to, it'd be like fighters too that talk down. I'm like, you get your ass beaten, you still talking like better. But it's like, I feel like because you can only have like 5 fights and you can go pro, and you be like, I'm a professional athlete, you know. And NFL, you can't just do 5 football games to go to NFL.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, and really, to get in the UFC is very hard. it's very hard to do. You know, that was like the main goal. Then I get there, I'm like, damn, I sort of like Bellator.
So when you made it to UFC, was it like, I mean, because like, okay, in professional wrestling, a lot of guys are like, they work on the indies, which is like amateur MMA for you guys. They work on the indies, they build themselves up, they build a brand, they build a gimmick. The WWE or AEW, New Japan or AAA in Mexico, all of these promotions, they see you, and you get to go work for like Impact Wrestling, or when you get to go work for one of these major companies, right? And in some of these companies, you can go in as yourself. You know, like with AAA and AEW and Impact Wrestling, you go in as yourself. But when you go work for the WWE, Vince McMahon gives you a really over the top fucking gimmick. You know, and 9 times out of 10, it's something stupid. You know, to make you look like an idiot. So, is Dana White like that? Like, does he say, "Hey, you know, you're coming in, and we want you to, you know, do something stupid. Like, we want you to, you know, come in as, you know, Ricky the Dragon Rainey, or you know, like something stupid. You know, like he's not like that, is he?
Oh no, you never unless you become, unless he's at the fight or you become like relevant in his eyes. I don't think a lot of people meet Dana. I didn't meet Dana.
Wow.
I didn't see Dana one time.
And he, you know, and he puts it out there online like he's such the what's what I'm looking for here? Such the normal guy. Like you can just walk up to him like, "Hey, Dana, how you doing?" You know, he makes it out to where he's like, you know, the everyman, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can put off what you want. Maybe he's that way with some people, but I mean, you can sort of see his energy. You can see it. You know, he's okay. I'm sure he's a great person, but I mean, it's a big business. I guess he can't worry about everybody, you know. So it ain't like you're gonna be talking like. I mean, I was on the undercard Bellator, and Kroger saw me. I talked to Kroger. It wasn't nothing, you know. He's just normal. But you know, I guess Dana is too. I just think I never met him.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can see that. I totally can see that. So let's talk about, man. Let's talk about your time in Bellator. Let's talk about your time fighting over there. You give me like your best, your best and your worst fight in your opinion.
My best fight, I guess the Jesse Warren. I got the knockout on that one. He was like a high level wrestler, and you know, I guess that was my best one. My worst was probably the Page fight. Holy fuck!
Was that the fight with Jesse? Was that the Bellator 182?
120.
Because I remember you fought him in Bellator 182. I know that for a fact because I was watching Bellator back then. And I was like, dude, I remember this guy because I remember you did like the spinneroonie like Booker T. Yeah. Everybody was like, they're like, this dude is hype. I'm like, man, we're gonna watch this dude.
Yeah. Who did I fight that one? Shoot, I don't know. Dang, I was in there for a minute. You know who I fought? Oh,
I think it was Jesse. It was Jesse Juarez.
No. Oh, yeah. When I did that little flip thing, I just stuff about that.
Yeah, Booker T calls it the spinneroonie, but yeah, I was like, my daughter was like, Dad, he's like Booker T. I'm like, yeah, but he's a real fighter without the dreads.
Yeah, I used to have dreads, then I went bald. So,
oh man, bald is beautiful. I mean, you know,
hey, you take it.
I'm telling you, bald is beautiful. I love it. I keep my hair shaved on a constant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually,
all right.
Actually, I don't think. Well, actually, the Page fight wasn't my worst. I mean, I just lost it. He had a weird style. But when I felt like I won the fight against Teddy, but they took it from me because of my eye, that was probably my worst one. Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. So I know you're a gamer.
Yeah.
I ran across you on Xbox. so I'm gonna ask you, what's your go-to game on Xbox One?
Oh, well, I'm bougie now. I'm PlayStation.
See, man, look, I ran across you on Xbox, and I was like, "Born Guru, what the hell?" So I was like, "I'm gonna add him," and then like I was gonna add you, and I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Oh man, no, I don't add him yet." Then we became friends, and I'm like, "I'm about to add him right now."
Yeah,
like I'm gonna add him today. Now you're over here telling me you over your place. That's okay though, because if you play Call of Duty, we can go cross. We can do cross brands.
You ain't gonna even like me on your team, man. I ain't played it in a minute. You
gotta get on Call of Duty every night, brother. I'll be on there sniping people. Okay.
Yeah, I was on there, and then I got on Apex for a while, and the go-to game though I still play is Ghost of Tsunami. I think it's like a sword game.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been doing that old samurai stuff. Boy, I like the old samurai stuff.
Living the samurai lifestyle. I got you.
Yeah, I get shot too much.
So let's see. We know you're a gamer. We know you're a former UFC and Bellator fighter. XFC, I know that. What do you have any fights coming up now?
As of now, nah, no fights. I'm in here at the moment. I'm just helping some fighters get ready for their fights. They got Chris Weidman down here, and so I just started back going to the gym to help him. Ooh, he's gonna be ready. That boy, it's a big guy. He's got. But I'm just mostly helping people get ready and training people, man. Because then after UFC money, you ain't making much money kickboxing, and I don't really want to do no more jiu-jitsu. I don't want to do MMA. So I mean, if I feel like it can only be one goal is to get back to where I've been. So it's like, I've done it.
Is that your goal to get back to the UFC or to get back to Bellator?
No, I ain't doing MMA. If I do anything, it's gonna be kickboxing.
Okay, I got you.
I wanted to get the glory, but I don't know what's going on. With glory. So that was my next goal, but then COVID happened, and it's overseas thing. It's sort of overseas a lot, so it's hard to see when they come.
Yeah, right now trying to get out of the country is crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, and plus I just gotta, I'm just keep training, man. And really, I haven't fought maybe a few months because I fought twice last year. It's just I gotta keep training, get the fire back, boy, because there ain't no reason to jump in the fire if you ain't on fire.
True statement, my man.
Yeah.
True statement. Now, before I let you go, let's talk about some of these. Talk about some of the stuff you got going on. You got that Just Heart apparel. I know that's some stuff with the Sniper Striking Syndicate.
Yeah.
I need that shirt. So I'm gonna go ahead and PM you text you my address, so you can go ahead and shoot me a hoodie. Yeah, I will support the brand all day, every day. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna support the brand on here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and do that. Look, you can get your boy right there at Sniper Striking Syndicate. You can find him on Twitter at twitter.com/1shot_RRR. Find him on Instagram the same way, Instagram.com/1shot_RRR. You can find that Just Heart Apparel at Just Heart Apparel Store, NVY.com collections _Sniper Strike Syndicate. See, look, I'm putting it out there. Everybody listening, everybody watching on Facebook, everybody watching on Twitter, everybody watching on YouTube, everybody watching on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Tinder, wherever you want to be on. Everybody watching right there. If you're listening on Spotify, you're listening on Google, you're listening on Apple, you're listening on Amazon Music, you're listening on iHeartRadio, you're listening on all these amazing, beautiful podcast places that we are on. If you're listening to us on Anchor.fm, awesome. You know what? I'm going to do this for you too, man. I'm going to do this because I like you. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that people know all about where they can find you, because I'm going to get 96,000 people in the Portland metro area on CenturyLink TV Monday at 10 p.m. Tuesday at 10 p.m. on Channel 22 and Channel 23. Wednesday, 9 p.m. Channel 23. That is 3 nights. You can get the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. You can, go buy his gear. You can support, and you can also support the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast by going to anchor.fm / the Roundtable Podcast / support. Like, click, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Man, it has been a pleasure to have you on the podcast today.
I appreciate
to get you on the Call of Duty game.
Yeah. Well, you on Xbox though, right?
We can do it. We still can play. Yep. I'm going to go add you right now, as a matter of fact. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us with another exciting edition of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast exclusive. Ricky, one love, homie.
Hey, appreciate that. Let's keep it going, man.
Boom. Later.
Later, bro.